Hi guys, and welcome to Delphi tutorial of an advanced Tic Tac Toe game. Let me show you guys how this works. There we have a winner. We can always start a new game and just play the game again. We have another winner. Or you can even reset the whole lot and start all over. So what I am going to do now is I'm going to take you guys straight into Delphi development environment, and we'll put one of these very beautiful tutorial together. So let's do that now guys. So I'm going to exit out and start a new project. Go to File, New, select Window VCL Application, and let's save this very game before we start. So I'm going to click on Save Project As, and let's look for a location for that. Right there, I'm going to save it right in there. I'll just call it Tic Tac Toe. There we go. Click on Save, and also save the project itself. Let's call it Tic Tac Toes. There. Now the form, let's change the size of the form to approximately, let's say the width is going to be 1386, the height is going to be 720. There we go. And let's come right here, see the palette. I'm going to get hold of plane. We have one here, and this Verity plane. I'm going to change the background look. So let's go to color. Let's change the color of that very plane to, double click on this so that you have option, then define a custom. Then I'm going to change that to 95. The next one will be 158 and followed by 160. That should give us cadet blue. That's it right there. There. Now let's copy that. Control C, copy and paste it right here. Let's drag that down. The upper one, I'm going to grab another one, T panel, and just draw that here right there. And I'm going to then change the text content on it here. Let's just change that to advanced Tic Tac Toe. Let's increase the font size. Let's come down here. Where is font? I want to make that about maybe 72 or something like that. 72, and let's say it's gonna be bold. Okay, let's add buttons, but first of all let me get rid of the text content in here. Go to the caption, get rid of that, and I'm going to come in here, the palette, let's type in button. There. I'm going to make that the size of that button, the width will be 160 and height will be 160 as well. 160. Change the font size to 72. Font 72 bold as well. There. Get rid of whatever text we have in there. Go to the caption and delete that. That's good. Now we're going to have to copy that across. Move this all the way here and bring this here. And I'm going to need 9 of those. So Control C, Control V, another Control V. Now I'm going to select the 3 together. Control C, Control V. One more, and Control V again. Bring that down. That is good. Okay, I might as well just add 3 more. Control V. Bring those right here. There we go. Now here I'm going to add labels up here. So let's come in here and get hold of T label. There we have one label there, and let's change the data in there to player X. Let's change the font to 72 as well. 72 bold. Right, and copy player X, paste it right there, and just change this one to player O. Let's put an O there, uppercase. And now I'm going to copy this player X or any of the above. Just copy one of them, paste, and change this one to, let's get rid of the text content, and it's going to be right here with a value of 0 in there. There, let's move that here, copy it again, paste it here. That's where the scores are going to be. This one is going to be known as LBL, that's the variable name. Come in here, LBL player X. Brilliant. Press enter, and this one is going to be LBL player O. There. This button here, I'm going to call that exit. Let's go to the name, BTN exit. Text content on it is going to be known as exit. But take care of this. This one is going to be new, BTN new game, and this is going to be known as reset, BTN reset. Now they all have their various variable names. Now let's change the text content in there. This one is reset, and this one is going to be new game. There. As for the new game, I'm going to check wrap there, and the last one, that is going to be, let's change that to exit. There. So all I'm just going to do now is just to enhance the look of everything. So just bring this text up and make sure they are all of the same size. Alright, now these other 9 buttons here, let's name those ones. The very first one, I'm going to call that BTN. Where is it? Here. BTN tick 1. Okay, so we're going to name them accordingly. So that is going to be number 1. This is number 2. That's number 1. When you name it, you have to press enter. It's kind of like to get it accepted. This is number 3. 4. We have 5. 6. 7 here, and 8. Finally 9. There we go. Alright, all the buttons are named. So what I'm going to do is just tidy up the whole scene, and I'll get back to you guys shortly. Okay, I finished enhancing the interface, but there's one more thing. Let's click on the form and let's go right up here, select align, and just click on the top one there. Okay, let's run it and you guys see how the whole application looks like. There we go. That's how it's looking now. Alright, let's start work with some coding. I'm going to go straight into the code area here. Just click on code, and what I want to do in here is I'm going to create some functions. So right underneath here, right underneath private, or right above private, I'm going to create a function. I'm just going to enter procedure, and that very procedure I'm going to call it scorekeeper. That is my very first procedure. Now, okay, control, that's just a comment, plus shift key plus C. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do now. Control plus shift plus C. So hold on to that and press C. There we go. So what has just happened is the system has officially created a procedural area for me. That is one of my procedural area. Now let's create another one. Let's create another function right underneath here. The second function that I'm going to create, I'm going to call that enable underscore false. There. So those are my two functions. Now for the second one, I'm just going to press hold on to control plus shift plus C. There. So my two functions are created for me. This is the first one, and that's the second one. Okay, so remember those. Okay, let's start work with this enable first. So I'm going to come in here, just let's enter btn tic1 dot enable, that is equals false. That's the very first one. So I'm just going to copy that. I have 9 buttons in total, and just paste 9 of those in there. And repeat the same thing again. Copy, paste, and paste. There. So let's change the numbers around. So that will be 2, 3, 4, and so on, and 9 here. There we go. So my very first function is taken care of. So if I need this very function, I just need to call enable underscore false. Now let's come right down here. The second one, that's the major one, this very one here. Let's collapse this. So in here, first of all, I'm going to declare 2 local variables in there. So the first one, I'm going to call it, let's say, x comma o. Okay, and both of them will be integer. There we go. Now that those are done, I will now assign those 2 labels. Come right here. The first label, that's going to be x. Okay, let's say x equals, it has to be converted, so let's say string to integer. So LDL player x dot caption. There. That's the first one taken care of. So the second one, let's repeat the same thing for the second one. So grab that. I'm just going to copy and paste it right there and change this one to O. And here, that is player O. There we go. Those two are taken care of. Now let's use an if statement. We'll have a good look at the first few lines of codes, the first function, the second function. That's what I'm working on now. Now underneath here, I'm going to use an if statement. Come right down here using conditional statement. Let's say if, open a bracket, btn, get rid of that true in there, btn tac1 dot caption, and if that is equals, oh no, let's go for x, close that, and let's use logical operator and btn tac2, just copy that and paste. This becomes 2, and btn tac3. So what will happen is we then want the system to do something for us. So let's say begin, we can ask you to just give us a message that somebody won, or let's say LBL player x dot caption, that will be equals int to string x plus 1. Yeah, we've just added a value of 1 to player x. So what's going on is, if we come here straight to the design view, if this button here is x, this is x, and this is x, automatically 1 is incremented here. That's all I've just written in there. So let's come back to the codes here, and I will also need it to kind of like display a message. Let's say show message, and that is just going to be the winner is player x. There we go. There. And finally, I will then call this function here. So that function will actually disable the whole system. That means you will then have to click on new to start a new game. Get rid of that. So that's my very first line of lines for the winner. So what's going on is 1, 2, and 3. You can win that way. You can win vertically, you can win horizontally, and you can win diagonally. Okay, so this is going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 4, 7, and so on. That's 2, 5, and 8, 3, 6, and 9. So those are the conditions that I need to put together. Now let's copy this to start a new system entirely. So the next one, that is going to be, okay, we can go for 4, 5, and 6. Right, come down here, paste, using else if, else, there. If it's 4, 5, 6, we have another winner. So that is one condition there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now let's go for 7, 8, 9. Come right down here, grab all of this, paste. That will be 7, 8, and 9 right there. Okay, looking good. That's good. All right, let's look for the other ones. We have those 3 are sets. Now we have 1, 4, 7. Okay, 1, 4, 7 right underneath here. that would be 1, 4 and 7 here, and the other one is going to be 2, 5 and 8. Yeah, come down here, paste 2, 5 and 8, 2, 5, 8. Then we have 3, 6 and 9. 3, 6, 9. Okay, I've taken care of the vertical winning condition, or horizontal winning condition, and we have 2 diagonal winning condition, 1, 5 and 9, then 3, 5 and 7. So let's go for 1, 5, 9. Come right down here. That will be 1, 5 and 9. And the other condition is going to be 3, 5 and 7. There we go. Those are the winning conditions for the player X. Now we need to take care of player O. So in case of player O, to make life easier, I'm going to copy everything that I have in here, and all I just need to do is to change the winning condition to X, and from X to O. So let's grab all of these. Okay guys, remember to do that. And in here I'm just going to put a broken line there. This is for player O, and the one right up here, that is player X. Okay, now come right down here. Remember, I've already copied it. This is the end of the program, the end of the function, the winning function. So just paste that one that I've copied in there. Now all I'm going to be doing is changing this value here. That is O. You see that, guys? Remember to do that, because I know some people say only one of them is working. No, they are all working. Alright, for my other program I receive messages like that, and that is it. You see me changing that, just changing it to O. And the name, this is meant to be player O. Player O here as well. Okay, and here that should be else if. You can do that in lowercase. Right, so change this to O as well. No, should be uppercase O. Right. Okay guys, I guess you get the whole idea now. All I'm just doing is just changing it around, and this is O as well. And remember here, that should be lowercase O. There guys, so I'm going to speed that up. Okay, all the conditions are taken care of for the player O. So scroll down, and that is it for player O. All done. And that's all for the function. Now, before we can start, let's go up here and create one global variable. Right here where we have public. You can, maybe I should put it inside private or public. Okay, I'll put it inside public. Right in there, I'm just going to call that checker column. That will be a boolean. There we go. Now that the variable is created, let's go straight to design view. Now double click on the very first button here. So right in here, I'm going to use an if statement. Let's say if checkers equals true. No, let's say if it equals false. Alright. If it's false, then this is what I want the system to do. Begin as follows. btn take one dot caption, and that will be X. There. In that case, the checker will become true. Checker equals true. There. So I'm going to end that. Now let's use else if. Else if checker equals any of those, I might as well copy all of these. Just dump it right here. My second condition, if checker equals true, then this one will become O. In that case, checker will become false here. There we go. That's my very first condition taken care of. If that condition is met, I then want the system to call this guy here. Grab that, call that very functions, call keeper. There we go. So we need to end this one finally here, and that's it. So right here we're missing a column. Let's put that back in here, and here as well. I think that'll be all for this one. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to now copy this. This is the very first condition, the second one. Okay, copy all of that. Control C, and let's go to design view. Double click on the second button and paste that very condition in there. There we go. And all I then need to do is just change the name to button 2. There, that is it, done. Go for 3. Paste. And change that to 3. The next one, button 4, paste, that becomes 4. There guys, you see how easy that is. Coming for 5, paste. So you shouldn't have any problem if you follow this tutorial accordingly. And we have 6 in here. Paste, change that to 6. There's 3 more. 7, paste, 7 and 7. 8, we have 8 here and 8 there. And finally button 9 there, and change this to 9 there. Alright, so let's try it now. You can see the lines of code is all the same. So let's give that a run. Let's click on right here, it's coming up. Okay, decision time. There we go, player X wins. Now remember, I disable it. Once we have a player, we disable, so we then need new game. to start it all over. So I'm going to exit out. Let's come into design view, double click on new game. You see, with the new game, I'm going to end up having to use these same lines of code for reset as well. So I might as well just go back in here and create another function here. Okay, I'm going to create another function that I'm just going to call new game and reset something. I already have one I call, okay, new, let's say resets and new game. So that's the name of the new function. Okay, there. Now let's hold on to Control Shift plus C. So I've just created my procedural area for that. So all I then need to do is just, maybe I should copy those lines of code here instead of having to write it all over. Grab that and right inside my new game, paste that in here, and all that I'm changing here is going to become true. There. And just repeat the same thing for the others. It's true. Then I will also have to change the caption right there. There. And the next thing is going to be for the caption. Let's grab hold of, yeah, we can just grab hold of these, paste it right underneath here, and we'll say caption dot caption, that would be equals nothing. There. So I'm going to copy that and need 9 of those as well. And copy and paste, and just change the numbers around. That'll be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There. That is good, taken care of. So all I then need to do is just grab hold of these inside a new game. Let's go back to design, double click on new game, and paste that in there. You see, sorted. So we can try that out now. Run. This is coming up. We'll grab we have no winner. Start a new game. Brilliant. There we go. There. Supposing we want to reset. In the case of reset, if I click on reset, I want all of these gone and I want the whole system reset. So let's go into the reset button here, double click on reset, enter our function there, and we also need to say LVL player x dot caption, and that will be equals, the default value is 0 there, and we do the same thing for player O. Paste that in there, that will be player O. There we go. That is it. Reset is taken care of as well. That is the advantage or the benefit of having a function instead of codes all over the place. So that is good. Done. Now finally I just need an exit button, this one here. So double click on that, and as for the exit, let's enter the following lines of code for exit. That is it. That's the exit. I just have to speed that up. Alright, exit is taken care of as well. There. Okay, have a good look at the lines of code for exit. So let's run. Save and run. It's coming up. That is very good. Exit. No, I don't want to exit. I want to play some games. There we go. We have one winner. Start a new game. There we have another winner. There we go, guys. And that is how you create your own Tic Tac Toe game in Delphi. So with that, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial, and please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel. You all have a nice day now, and bye for now.